afternoon. I am Gloria Loredo and I will be presenting on how universal design for learning supports inclusive learning practices. When we look at the benefits of UDL, there are so many. However, I'm going to highlight 5 benefits of UDL. The first one is there is a reduction in the need for and time required to arrange individual learning and assessment accommodation. It is a proactive approach that supports planning for every learner, which means that no student should be left behind. There are greater opportunities for students to fully and more accurately demonstrate their knowledge. Students become more self-aware and knowledgeable learners. Students have improved access and inclusion in their teaching and learning spaces. Now I'm going to explain 5 UDL classroom strategies. The first one is to know your students' strengths and weaknesses. All students are unique, and the way they learn best can be as individualized as our fingerprints. Some may do better reading and working independently, while others excel after watching a YouTube video, working in groups, etc. The goal here is to understand their strengths and weaknesses, then use that when designing the lesson. Secondly, with digital content, you can increase the font size, easily look up definitions, use text-to-speech to read text aloud, and link out to more detailed information on almost any topic imaginable. We can particularly use this with students who are dyslexic. Thirdly, we can share content in a variety of ways. Gone are the days, the chalk and talk days. In addition to having content available in a digital form, it's also important to share that content in a variety of ways. And so we must be creative. This can help to ensure it fits with students' strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you're teaching a unit on area and perimeter, you may know that students will do great simply reading the textbook, while others who benefit from watching a video or listening to a hip-hop version of the lesson might do much better. Offering multiple means of representation, which is the first UDL principle, helps to ensure that students who struggle in one area do not automatically fall behind their peers. Fourthly, we need to learn to offer choices for how students demonstrate their knowledge. When possible, however, we must do our best to give students options for sharing their knowledge. This could be a demonstration, it could be a slideshow, it could be a speech, it could be a video, a poem, etc. And lastly, we must take advantage of software support. The number of apps, extension sites, and built-in supports available to students today is nearly infinite. This generation is Generation Z. They are tech savvy. They are technology students. And so we must allow students to take advantage of this support because it is critical to their education. And so we are saying, come aboard. Use the design for learning support because it supports inclusive learning practices, and by doing so, we will leave no student behind. That ends my presentation, and I want to thank you.